Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Shirani. Today I'm going to show you how to make soursop yogurt. For this recipe, you're going to need some whole milk, plain yogurt, and make sure you get one that has live active cultures because this is going to be your starter. You're going to need some sweetened condensed milk, and of course, the soursop pulp. You are also going to need a thermometer for this. If you could get your hands on a digital thermometer, I find that's the best thing to use. I had this other one that I bought a long time ago, and I realized this thing is so hard to use. The numbers are so small, you barely could see it, so I decided to get me a digital thermometer, and I'm so glad I did. It makes it so much easier to see, it's accurate, so if you're in need of one, I'm gonna leave a link of this one below so you can check it out. By the way, I'm using my Simpot for this, so I'm changing out the gasket. When I make something sweet, I use one gasket, and when I make something salty, I use the other one. The first thing I'm going to do is put the milk in the pot. And by the way, I'm using the yogurt recipe that came in the booklet with the pot as a guide. I'm going to cover it and turn the handle to sealing. Now I'm going to turn my knob to the yogurt setting, and then I'm going to put that on high mode and then just let it boil. You guys don't even know how happy I am that I could even make this because I love soursop yogurt. When I first got this pot and saw that it had a yogurt button, oh my goodness, I was so excited about that. So after the milk finished boil, you're going to remove the lid and test your milk temperature. You want it to be at least 180 degrees Fahrenheit. As you can see, it's not there yet, so I'm going to turn the pot back on to get it to temperature. I'm going to turn my knob to the saute setting now. I'm not going to cover the pot, I'm going to leave it open because it doesn't take long. It only took a few minutes to get to the right temperature that I needed. If you're interested in this pot that I'm using, I'm gonna leave a link below so you can check it out. I'm telling you, it's worth having one. I've been enjoying this pot. I love it. I use it all the time. After your milk reaches 180 degrees Fahrenheit, you're going to remove the pot and place it on a wire rack to cool. You want this to cool down to 112 degrees Fahrenheit. As it cools down, it will develop this skin on top. So what you'll want to do is remove that. I made a mistake of keeping it in there and stirring it in with my other ingredients. And let me tell you, when it was finished, it tasted like I had pieces of plastic in my yogurt, so that wasn't good. So you'll want to remove the skin. So after the milk cooled down to the temperature I wanted, I'm going to put back the pot in the base. I'm going to add the yogurt to the pot, but before I do that, I'm going to add some of the warm milk to the yogurt and whisk it together before I put it in the pot. I'm going to add the soursop pulp that I thawed out. And the last thing, my sweetened condensed milk. Now I'm just going to make sure to give everything a good whisk. If you've never tried Soursop yogurt before, you are missing out. If you can get it anywhere, try it please because it's so good. Back home in Belize, our neighbor Miss Mary, she makes the best Soursop yogurt to sell. Oh my gosh. To be honest, I wasn't even a yogurt person, but when I tasted her Soursop yogurt, oh my goodness, it's so good. It's so rich, it's so creamy, it's so delicious. I don't even know what she puts in her yogurt. All I know that it's really, really good. So if you're ever in Belize and you're in Punta Gorda, ask for Mary's yogurt. You're not going to regret it. And she makes all different flavors, but my favorite is the soursop one. And she's just the nicest lady, the sweetest lady, so you have to give her yogurt a try. Anyway, after I got everything mixed in really well, I'm going to cover the pot and turn it back on my yogurt setting. And I'm going to let that cook for 8 hours. That's the preset setting, so I'm just doing that. So this is what it looks like 8 hours later. Oh my gosh, you guys, look how good this looks. It's so thick, it's so creamy, it's so rich. Oh my gosh, I could cry. This is everything I wanted. All I have to do now is put the yogurt in the refrigerator to chill. But before I do that, I want to show you how to strain it if you want a thicker yogurt. They have special strainers that you can buy, but I want to show you that you don't need to spend extra money to buy anything. Just use what you have. So I'm just putting it in a coffee filter here that we have, and it really works. I'm not going to strain all of it because I like it both ways, but I just want to show you what you can do. Another way you can strain your yogurt is by using your paper coffee filter, and I find that this works really good, especially if I'm doing a lot. And this is just regular coffee filter. I'm just lining my strainer and setting it over my bowl just so it has something to catch the whey, and this works really good. I tried using cheesecloth, but I didn't like the way that turned out. A lot of the yogurt fell through the cheesecloth, and then when it was finished it stuck to the cheesecloth, so I wasn't really impressed with that. But with this, it works perfectly and nothing stuck to the paper or anything. This is what it looks like the next day. It was in the refrigerator for about 12 hours. So look how nice and thick and creamy this is. I mean, I didn't even need to strain anything because it's so thick, and this is exactly what I wanted. But I was just doing that to show you that if you want to strain your yogurt, you can do that. I find that with this soursop yogurt, when you strain it, it's not as flavorful as this one. So if I'm making plain yogurt, I would definitely strain it, but if I'm doing a soursop yogurt or Any kind of flavored yogurt, I wouldn't strain it again. But for a plain one, I definitely would. And there's all the way. It strained it really clean. So I'm really impressed with that coffee filter and strainer thing. And here's the other one. You definitely don't need anything fancy. It strained the way out really good. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you have not yet subscribed, please don't forget to do that. And I'll talk to you in my next one. Take care. Bye.